welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi Rook. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please consider subscribing before you leave. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to ring the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I do upload a video. Today, what I wanted to do is talk about some underrated products that I absolutely love, that have shocked me, that work really well, that I just don't hear enough about. Something I think is underrated is absolutely Wet n Wild primers. I love them. They are my favorite primers from the drugstore. I think they're probably my favorite brand of primers anywhere. I really love them. So I like the Wet n Wild, the Impossible primer. So this is a silicone free, but it feels kind of like a silicone based primer. So if you like that slippy kind of pore filling feel, this is a fantastic one, but it doesn't have silicone, so it's not gonna like clog your pores down. So this is a really great one. I am almost empty of this. Today I used the Prime Serum. This is a fantastic, hydrating, really glowy, smoothing type serum. It really makes my skin feel hydrated. It makes all makeup on top look glowy and just beautiful. It's a fantastic base if you have drier skin like I do. There are a ton of eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes that I think are underrated, but one I really wanted to talk about is the Hip Dot formula. I really love the Hip Dot formula. It's pretty shocking. It blends and is so silky and pigmented. I do have it on my eyes today. This is the Cenote palette. I love this. This is so gorgeous. It has a lot of neutrals, blues, greens. This is such a fantastic palette. The metallics are so silky. There's not a lot of fallout. The mattes are super blendable. I've never had issues with the Hip Dot formula, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about the Hip Dot formula. Next, one foundation I have never ever heard anyone talk about. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light. So I have always wanted to try the Estee Double Wear. I hear tons of people talk about it. It's absolutely a cult favorite, but I do have drier skin, so it's always concerned me that maybe it would be too heavy and too much. So one day I was on Ulta's website and I saw this on sale. I did buy it in two colors. I have 1 and 2, and then I have 2 and 3. One for summer, one for more winter skin. This is a fantastic, very light matte foundation. It has really decent coverage. I am wearing it today. It looks a lot more glowy because I have that serum underneath. It's such a beautiful foundation up close. You can't even see it on my skin. It does have light to medium, but you can definitely build up the coverage of this. I love it. It does not make my skin feel old or look older. It is a soft matte finish. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I've never ever heard anyone talk about it, but I really like it. So if you have mature skin, or if you don't want something super heavy but you want a soft matte finish, go for these. They're absolutely gorgeous. One foundation thing that I did not use today, this is the LA Girl Pro Glow foundation and mixing pigments. I don't hear many people talk about these type of products. So this is a really fantastic one if you find that you have a ton of foundations that really pull orange or yellow on your skin. A blue pigment to mix in with those foundations is going to neutralize. I find a lot more people have neutral undertone, and a lot of the warm foundations can be even too warm for people who have warm undertone. I love having this with me at all times. If my foundation is kind of a little bit too dark or pulling a little orange or a little yellow, I throw some of this into it. It works absolutely fantastic. I really love having this. So if you find that you have a lot of foundations pulling yellow or warm, or if you want to manipulate your summer foundation to match you in the winter so you don't have to buy 2 shades, they have the blue one, they have a white one as well, so you can lighten things up. I would highly suggest buying some of these mixing pigments because they can take a foundation from your fake tannest to your palest during the winter. I really like having this to kind of manipulate my foundations. I don't have a concealer to put in here. I do love the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. I do hear a lot of people talking about that, but that is a really good one. I definitely don't think it gets as much talked about as the original did, and I think the creamy is way better. But I did want to mention the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I love this. I have this under my eyes today. It's the only thing I'm wearing under my eyes. It doesn't add a ton of coverage. You can definitely see my dark circles, but it adds such a beautiful luminosity if you were running out of the house and you need to just kind of waken up your face, freshen it up just a tiny bit, throw a little bit of this under your eyes. It works so good. I do have this in a light. It's such a beautiful product, really creamy, and just makes my under eyes look super glowy and healthy. 2 powders. The first one is the Jeffree Star Magic Star powder. This is in Fair. I really love this. I have used this for a really long time. It's a beautiful finely milled powder. It sets down your face, but it doesn't take away the luminosity. It just makes everything set and not feel sticky. It doesn't mattify. This is a really great one. Another one that I like to use and have around me at all times, this is the JCat Aquasurance. This is the compact foundation. It's a powder foundation. I don't use it as a powder foundation. What I like to do is take just a tiny bit of this and put it right under my eyes just to give me a little bit more brightness and a little bit more coverage there. If I'm having any type of breakouts, I will take just a tiny bit and dab right on top of it. I never apply this fully to my face. I know it is a powder foundation. I've never really been into powder foundations. I just use it to either chisel up my jawline or to cover up, like I said, a little bit more under my eyes. This is a really great powder. A few bronzers that I absolutely love. I don't hear anyone talk about the Anastasia powder bronzers anymore. I love this. This is in Rich Amber. It's a bit darker. I definitely want to get one a little bit lighter. It is super pigmented. I have it on today as my bronzer, and I'm kind of pale, so it's not too much for my skin tone, but they have tons of different colors. They're super blendable, and really whenever I'm wanting my bronzer to kind of be a statement in a way, I go for this because it is quite pigmented. I really love how it looks, the glowiness, the blendability, and it doesn't look chalky or anything. I just really love this bronzer, and I don't hear a bunch of people talking about it anymore. When they first came out, people talked about it, but I just don't hear about it anymore. And my personal most favorite cream bronzer, I never hear anyone talk about it except for me. This is the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. I love this. If you like cream bronzers, this is the one for you. It is so fantastic, creamy, blendable, really looks great on the skin. There is a cool tone bronze and then two darker bronze, so you can manipulate this, use it throughout the year, use it at different times. I really like products like that because I do self-tan, tan in the sun, I get really pale in the winter. I like to be able to utilize my collection throughout the whole year, and this is a fantastic cream bronzer. I love this. It's so blendable and just beautiful on the skin. A few blush products I definitely think are underrated. So I really love the Doll Beauty. This is the Pretty Fly blush by Doll Beauty. I love these. These are so great. So I have this in, let's see, it's Take Me to the Peach. It's a fantastic, really great wearable everyday kind of bronzy peach. It is matte. I have found that I really love matte blushes a lot. This one's so fantastic. I have it on my cheeks today. I really love it. It wears a long time. It's super creamy and blendable. It is a powder blush, but it almost goes on like a really creamy powder blush. It's not super chalky or powdery. It looks gorgeous on the skin. I really like it. It lasts a long time. This is definitely one of those matte powder blushes that lasts on your skin for hours. Really great, and I never hear anyone talk about these. So let's talk about the Tarte blushes. These are great. I have gone away from, these are the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes. I've kind of gone away from these. I have a bunch in my collection, just the minis, and I love minis. So this is in Feisty. These are another really fantastic matte long wear blushes. You apply them, they're not going to fade off of your face. They just stay on your cheeks. Remember when Exposed was the greatest blush out there? I haven't heard anyone talk about these in a long time, and they are absolutely stunning blushes. Another one that I really love, these are the Made by Mitchelle and the Blursh. I love these. These are so great, long wearing matte cream blushes. I like to apply it on the back of my hand and kind of just swirl it, a little brush, tap it on the cheek. It will not go anywhere. It will last the entire day. I love these for special events to apply it and then put some powder blush on top. This is a really bright, vivid color. This is a Posy Rosy. I will do a swatch. Super beautiful. I like this in the summer when I'm a bit more tan, but it's so pretty. I really like the wear, how it looks, and the longevity of these blushes, and they're not super expensive, and I don't hear a ton of people talk about them. There is that Tarte Feisty blush. I thought I would go ahead and give you a swatch of that one. Two highlighter products. The first one is the e.l.f. Face Duos. I love these. These are fantastic. I have this in Watermelon. I love it mostly for the highlighter in there. I will go ahead and give you a swatch. There is that super blinding and beautiful, not super powdery. I do have that on my cheeks today. They're really beautiful, super inexpensive. I don't hear a lot of people talking about them, except for Emily Noel. She does talk about them a lot. That's where I heard about them. I really like them. They're such a great, really inexpensive little duo. And then I will never stop talking about my Colourpop highlighters. I have this one in Seismic. They are so unique, so soft, so special, so silky. I will give you a swatch. There is that super metallic and creamy. They're cool to the touch. I love them. They blend so well. I don't hear a lot of people talking about them anymore. They're still my favorite highlighter formula of all time. I really love it. I think it's beautiful. A few lip products. I think the Morphe Lip Liners are phenomenal. I don't hear a lot of people talk about them. I am wearing the Makeup Talk one right now. I think they're just absolutely gorgeous, super creamy, blendable, very pigmented. They last a long time. They do stay in the lip line. They don't move all over the place. They are $5, super inexpensive and a great formula. Next, I love the Wet n Wild Cloud Pouts. I absolutely think they're beautiful, creamy, velvety, last a long time. I have this one in Pour Some Sugar on Me. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink. I think it's so flattering with my skin tone. It makes my teeth look white. I really love this. I think it is a fantastic formula. I do want to get more. It's one of the best lipstick formulas from the drugstore. Next, I really do love the Doll Beauty lipsticks as well. I have this one in FOMO. It's a great matte but very creamy formula. It doesn't look heavy on the lips, and I do like this formula a lot. Lip gloss I pulled out, I rediscovered, I hadn't talked about in a long time. And this is the Outrageous Effect Volume Plump Effect Lip Gloss from Sephora. I love this. This is an 02. What a fantastic, gorgeous, beautiful nude gloss. Super glossy. Has the perfect amount of little bit of volume buzz on my lips. I really like it. It makes my lips look full and juicy. These are really great gloss. The last product is for the eyebrows. These are the e.l.f. Brow Wow. I love these. These are so pigmented. They're little gels you put in your eyebrows that have fiber and color. At first, I do apply the natural brown. It's a little bit dark for me, so I kind of created an ombre a little bit using taupe. They are very pigmented in a good way, because I feel like if I've ever gone overboard with my brows, I can throw in taupe, which lightens them a little bit. Or if you need to add some color to your brows, the darker, I have neutral brown. That's a really good darkening. So if you have very little to no brows, you can throw this into your brows, and it's going to give a lot of pigment and color, hold them in place. And I really like them because it kind of fluffs them up and makes them look kind of dimensional to where they just look like you have fuller brows. There is all the products that I wanted to talk to you about. The products I think are underrated. I don't hear a ton about. I'm also guilty of not talking about these products enough. They are really great products. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye guys!